Hey guys, it's me, Miss Cahill. I'm here to continue reading Shouting of the Rain. We're going to read chapters 3 and 4 today. Chapter 3, Madre Seal. Brandy's mom leans outside and calls to her. Honey, we have to leave in a few minutes for our appointments. Brandy yells okay, and I feel sorry for her. Bummer, I say. You're going to the dentist or something. She smiles. No, my mom and I are getting mani-pedis. My next door neighbor, Esme, gets those too, so I know what they are, but I've never had one. It's more likely that Grammy would take me out on a raft in the middle of a nor'easter. Brandy waves as they go, and I have to swallow an empty feeling that I haven't known before as they disappear around the corner. I am an orphan, like Amy says. No mother, no father. I never used to think about that, and I never used to worry either. But now that I started to, I wonder what I'd do if something ever happened to Grammy. Would Henry and Esme take me, even though they have their own girl? Stuffing my hands in my pockets, I find Grammy to tell her I'm going out for a run on the beach and I'll meet her at home. You be careful now, Grammy says, as she kisses her palm and pretends to blow it in my direction. Since I was little, I've always played slap on my own face as if I was getting hit with kisses. But I can't manage it today. On the beach, I walk at the water's edge, watching small stones roll back and forth with the waves, the same way Amy's orphan questions roll back and forth in my head. But then, I come across something on the beach I've never expected. At first, I think it might be dead, but its dark eyes follow me as I walk in front of it. It looks so unnatural lying on the sand with no legs, looking like it wants to talk, to run even. The beach patrol officer is a small woman with a big voice. Now stand back, she shouts to the gathering crowd. The seal pup is frightened. I can tell that most of these people are tourists with their Sea of Cape Cod t-shirts bought from that famous buy one get 12 free place. A true caper would never be caught wearing one of these. People won't move fast enough for the officer, leaning forward, taking pictures. Honey, a mom says to her daughter in a loud whisper, just take a few steps closer to the seal and smile. The officer becomes a wall, stepping into the line of people with her arms out like she can fly. No, ma'am, move back now. I admire how she sounds, but says don't mess with me at the same time. The line moves, but my feet step forward without my say-so. The seal is small. Is it sick? Is it going to die? The officer eyes me, and I step back with the others. A boy nearby speaks Spanish. I don't remember much Spanish from school, but he uses the words madre. That I remember as mother. The officer sticks wooden stakes in the sand and ties neon tape around each to create a giant square of bright tape around the seal. This is very common, she said. A mother will leave her pup on the beach while she goes out and hunts. The baby was left here on the sand, safe, away from the great white sharks who hunt them each summer. Relief washed over me. This seal pup is okay. I look toward the rolling waves and wonder where Madre Seal is. How does she remember where she's left her baby on that beach that stretches all along the southern coast of Cape Cod? Please do not cross the tape, the officer calls to the crowd. If Mom sees people too close to her baby, she will leave the baby behind. My mind gets stuck on two words, her baby. Not the baby or a baby, but her baby. The officer turns and seems to speak only to me. But don't worry, the mom always comes back. I look towards the ocean. If only that were true. I walk down the beach away from all the people because they make me feel squirrely. And all the way down from Seagull Beach, I drag those thoughts of the abandoned pup, and I wonder if it wonders. The wet sand swishes up between my toes as I walk. But soon the quietness is interrupted by excited voices carried on by the wind. I turn to see that the officers have moved every single one much farther away from the neon tape. All of the noise and pointing toward the ocean tells me there is something to see. I sprint back, running where the water meets the sand. When I get close enough, I see what looks like a black ball floating in the water. The head of Madre Seal! The baby seal scurries towards the sea like a fat black inchworm, under the neon tape, toward the waves. In the water, Madre Seal swims back and forth, and I can feel her worry about all of those people near her baby. But still, she is there. She's there. There. I'm surprised at how relieved I am to see her. As the baby hits the water, Madre Seal leaps and dives. And then the most surprising thing happens. I start to cry. Not the kind of cry that you can squelch and swallow, but the kind where your whole body knows how you feel. And it's right then that I realize when people say you can't miss something you've never known. Well, that simply isn't true. Chapter 4. Broken. I run barefoot from the sandy beach, in and out of the small neighborhoods, all the way to our house. I push open the front door and I stumble in. Grammy is watching The Price is Right and leans to the side to look around when I plant myself in front of the TV. Grammy, I have to ask you something. Oh my goodness, honey bunch, are you ever going to wear shoes? She asked. Go get cream and bandages and let me fix that for you. I look down and I see my foot is bleeding. I hadn't even noticed I cut it. Grammy, I say. The shrillness of my voice startled me. Please, please tell me about my mom. I know you don't like to talk about her, but I need to know what she was like. Did my mom sound like me? Was she a runner? Did she love root beer? Grammy looks like the time she got shocked from plugging in the toaster. And who's my dad? What's his name? Oh, I'm sorry, baby. I would tell you if I knew. But Melly never told me. That hurt. Well then, I asked, stepping forward, why did she go? Tell me the truth about my mom. Oh, Delcy, why do you want to talk about all that? There's no reason to stir up sad things. I know you don't like to talk about her, but I just don't understand why. The same reason I don't drink coffee, Grammy says, because it hurts my stomach and makes me feel all terrible inside. And why would I do anything that makes me feel like that? I know it makes you sad to talk about her. I know. But I think if I just knew stuff, it would be better. Not knowing is the worst feeling in the world. Not knowing your mom is like not knowing your birthday. Everyone should know that. Sadness flashed across her face, and then she pats the couch next to her. Come sit with your old Grammy. Let's find out who will win the showcase showdown today. A lady bid on 2 cars. 2! She holds up 2 fingers. She's wide-eyed and smiling. And I know I won't learn anything about my mother. Later, I say, walking past her. I have no intention on going back, and I know she won't come looking during a showcase showdown, unless the house is on fire, and even that's questionable. My bedroom door squeaks as it closes. I sit on my bed and I reach for the picture of my mother in a frame covered in sweet candy pieces and glitter. A picture I have said goodnight to since Papa Joseph taught me how to pray. My mind whirls like a storm system. Questions break and bruise, smash and spin, and I can't shake seeing the seal and wondering how it can be so much luckier than me. My fingertips turn white from squeezing the frame too hard. The words, "It's not fair," rise up and out of me, and a glass bounces on the floor when I throw the picture. And looking at the pieces, I am shattered too. The broken pieces remind me of Grammy's puzzles, although I've never understood the point of puzzles, and why you would sit for hours trying to put a picture that's been broken into 100 pieces back together again. Plus, when you have the cover, you know exactly what you'll get in the end. I guess I'm sort of like a pile of puzzle pieces that have been dumped on the floor, but I can't put the pieces together because I don't know what the picture on the box is. I don't know who I am or how many pieces I might be missing. And since Amy shone a light on something that was in front of me all this time, it makes me wonder what else I'm not seeing. Looking at the broken pieces, I feel broken too. So that was chapters 3 and 4 of Shouting at the Rain. I hope you enjoyed them. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my videos. All right, bye.